Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon, here on Stoneblock 3. So, last episode we went and got up quite a few more create machines connected up, including a steam engine and some crushing wheels. And since then I've been busy gathering up a few more resources and trying to get some chickens to spawn, because I think we're going to get into resource chickens today. Now, the issue that we have is we have no eggs. I've gotten this area over here set up to hopefully get some chickens to spawn, but none have spawned yet. So we have a bit of a problem for that. Now, the one way we can get eggs is to wait for resource bees to spawn. The one that we've got flying around there is glitched and pretty much just functions like a normal bee as far as I can tell. And, well, until then, we're kind of stuck. So I'm going to go wait for some more loot bees to spawn up. I do have enough flint here, so we can go and get the flint chicken, which is the only thing that the sand chicken that we crafted last time can breed with. So we can at least get some chicken breeding started. But I'm going to go wait for some more bees to spawn in. Hopefully we get a few. And maybe I'll go get the area dug out so we can actually store all this. Oh, I see on the map we seem to have gotten something to spawn in that patch of grass. Looks like pigs, though. Did we get anything else? I mean, we got a couple pigs. Guess it's better than nothing. We probably should get a nice place to keep these guys. We don't really have a good one yet. Maybe we can do about making a small pen. There we go. Now all that remains is just lead those two out of that room and into the other one. Come on, friend. Well, this is good to know that we can get some passive mobs spawning down here. So I guess now we just wait for more loot bees and hopefully we get some chickens. Alright, so quite a few loot bees later and we have several eggs as well as everything we need to make all of the craftable chickens. So while we wait for our first one to craft up, let's go check out the room that we have here, which I think should be big enough for all of our chickens. We'll put all of our main ones along the wall here. We have 57 of them, if I've counted correctly. And for those, we need a lot of wood and a bunch of hay bales. So we're only going to make 9 of these roosts for now, which means that we won't have some because we need a chicken breeder. And that is going to go in the corner between the two entrances. That looks good. And now we should just be able to put those in there, give them some seeds, and let them go. Now our roosts will start by laying along this wall. I think that will be good to start. Ooh, loot bee. We need to go find where that thing spawned. Okay, that got us another egg, and it also looks like our sand chicken and our gravel chicken here have been breeding. So let's actually start breeding these up. We should actually get a chest in here as well to store our excess chickens. Probably 2 or 3 because these things use a lot of chickens. And there we go. That'll serve as our extra storage for all of the chickens that we don't need because they don't have perfect stats. Like that one, we already have a nice boost there. So that's going to take quite a while before we have that. But the benefit to that is not only will those chickens produce resources faster, but they'll also have a higher chance of breeding a new chicken when we breed them, which that'll be quite nice, especially since we're going to go through a lot of seeds just trying to breed all these. And in addition to seeds, we are going to need a lot more wheat and a lot more seeds for this. So our little farm area here might end up getting a few improvements. Now, I've been looking and it looks like botany pots are in this, which I did go and get a few things for 2 of them. That will definitely help because then we should be able to just put a chest down with one of these on top and grow more plants. And I forgot that I need a hopper to actually make these automatic. So I'm gonna go grab one of those and get these set up real quick. And there we go, now that's growing, we just need to get some storage underneath. I think this should only produce 2 things, yes. So we should be able to believe drawers are in this. Functional storage. Oak drawer 1x2. Excellent. And it's just how I'm used to them being. So if we get a couple things of our jungle, because I like our jungle wood for the drawers, and there we go. We have storage now, so that should put everything into there. Oh, and it's numbered too. That's even better. So now we'll get a lot more wheat, which we'll need for growing stuff up, and we'll get a lot more seeds, which we need for breeding chickens. So I'm gonna wait for that to grow up, wait for these chickens to breed. We'll leave our second botany pot here empty for now. I don't quite know what we are gonna use these for. Oh wow, there's a lot of entries in this, and they're all the same things that are just all different dirts. Okay, so clearly we have a lot of botany pots that we're gonna have to make eventually. Please tell me there's a clay chicken. Is there a clay chicken? There should be a clay chicken. Clay chicken! Snowball and sand, snowballs, lapis, and log. Okay, well then, we have some chickens to go craft up. We have some chickens to breed. So, I'm gonna go get all these basic ones set up in here as best we can. And hopefully by then we'll have enough wheat to actually get dens for all of these. And then I will be right back. Okay, so while trying to get more chickens, thank you, game, for giving me a stick. Anyway, while trying to get more chickens so that we can get higher level chickens, I managed to get an iron chicken. I'm actually kind of surprised. Now we need this for a bunch of other chickens, including apparently lead, zinc, which is one that I think we're going to go for specifically. And I want to say copper. No, apparently not copper. It's copper. Yellow and brown? Red and... Okay. Apparently there's a whole separate thing for copper. And the reason we're going for that is because I've been going through a few of the blocks and I'm kind of got a bit of an idea of what I want to do for the decoration of this room. Now, yes, we have a hole in the wall there because I had to get to a loot bee and I still haven't gotten the pigs out. But I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to have a nice section of seared bricks, which means we need to get that clay chicken because we can get seared stone very easily by just pouring clay onto stone or gravel. I'll try and get this scorchia, which looks to be black dye with scoria, which we can get by bulk haunting soul sand, apparently. Which I think this should provide a nice dark contrast. And then we're going to have pillars, I think, of this brass casing, which means we need a lot of brass, which means we need a lot of copper and a lot of zinc. Now, zinc we have. We've got way too much raw zinc here. Apparently we've got a bunch of raw copper too, so we could actually start getting that smelting. So that we could do easily with what we have right now. So I'm gonna keep working on breeding up a few more chickens, and then I'll be back once I have enough resources to actually do anything in here. Alright, so I've managed to get quite a bit of the materials that we're gonna need. I still don't have all the chickens bred up that we are going to need, but I did manage to get an actual chicken as well as two more from all of our extra eggs. So I've got two sitting in this container here to produce eggs for us, and this one here, hopefully, will give us a feather. Looks like we're going to need more chickens. Alright, so we've got quite a few chickens bred up and maxed out. We've currently got some string chickens in the breeder, and during that time I finally managed to get another chicken. It looks like we needed to get a cleaver, which has severing, so we've now got feathers, which means we can make a chicken stick, which should allow us to catch these chickens should we decide to let them run around. And there we go, we got the breeder and the roost as well. Those are just there to get us the thing. And I was thinking, we might as well put another breeder in here. That way we can get two things at once, which basically just means that we can get more chickens at once. Now our crops here are growing quite well. We've got quite a few wheat, and I've just been occasionally coming over here to harvest all of this. So we are doing fine on getting more roosts. And as you can probably see, I've gotten a bunch of the stuff I think I want to use for this room. Now you can see we've gotten the floor mostly dug out at this point, so we need to do that. And of course, because I decided to mine out the floor, we can't use our fan here to get the seared pavers I want. Fortunately, we've got so much coal it doesn't really matter. So for the floor of this, I'm thinking we're gonna probably have brass casing in a few places. I'm thinking about mostly using that for the walls, like accents around the entrance here. So let's see how that looks. Okay, not bad. And now for the floor, I think we're going to use mostly some of this cut scoria. Going to definitely mix in the brass. Kind of want to keep that for more of the main design. So let's see, what can we do here with this? Maybe something like this. Now, it does go under and around all of the create stuff that we already put in here. I'm not moving that. That'd be too much of a hassle to change up. But I think that this is a good start for a center bit. Let's see, what else can we do with this? Something maybe adding to the design here. Like that, maybe? Adds a bit of complexity to it. And then we'll put some layered scoria in the middle. Spread out some fancy seared bricks. And just kind of slowly fill this in from there. And there we go. I really like how that turned out, but we pretty much ran out of most of our materials just doing that. So we probably need to gather up quite a bit more before we start tackling the walls. Plus with all the shafts going through here, that's going to be a bit of a problem. But I think I saw that we can do that. Oh, that'll be useful. Then we can have a solid wall all the way through here and don't have to worry about having to leave holes for all the shafts. That's going to be a little hard to fit into a design, but it'll be nice to not have any holes in here. But I'm going to go gather a few more materials, keep breeding some chickens, and then I'll be right back. All right, so quite a bit of chicken breeding later. Pretty much all of these chests here are completely full of chickens from breeding, and we are only missing 6 more. So these 5 here, we all just need to breed, and they all depend upon this blaze chicken. So we need a gold and a lava chicken. Get that going. But this one chicken that's going to go all the way up in that corner is the smart chicken, which apparently we need to use a bulk out of normal chicken. Fortunately, we should have plenty of eggs because I don't want to use our 2 chickens in there. Oh, hey, there we go. Well, that was easy. Then we can just pick that up at the chicken catcher. Apparently we can place books. That's interesting. So we now have a pair of those, which means we can now breed those to get higher level smart chickens. And those will just go up in that top corner and we'll get everything filled in. But looking at this, we just have the gas tier, magma cream, netherite, and the cobalt chicken left to breed, which I miscounted. Apparently I can't fit at least all the metal chickens along the top shelf there. But I've also done a little bit of decorating. I put in the spruce logs because I think they kind of match the chicken roosts in color. So I'm kind of happy with how that wall turned out. I kind of want to do the same with this one, but for that we'll need to move these breeders into the wall. And that means we'll have to wait for these to be done. Now back over in our create room, I haven't done very much. I'm fiddling with a wall pattern, and apparently we have textures breaking. That's not good. Okay, we're just going to ignore that for now. But I've been tinkering with a bit of a pattern. I think this looks okay. Not too sure. Probably do a bit more fiddling with it, but I'm quite happy with that. We have our smeltery all the way built up, so we can now stick at least 2 stacks. I haven't tried to stick more in there, but that is fully done, and I am quite happy. I think this looks great. Again, looking back, I think once we get that pattern onto all the walls, it'll look much better, and we don't have to worry about the brass casing behind all of the machines because we won't see it, because it's hidden behind the machines. But I think I'm going to go focus on getting the rest of those chickens, and then I'll be back. All right. So I've been quite busy since the last time, and we have all the walls in now. Getting that one in was a bit of a pain because we had to break the water wheels, and apparently we don't have quite enough power to power everything here without those water wheels. But while we were working on this, we were also breeding up the rest of the chickens, and we have all but one of them. Now we don't have the cobalt chicken in because we just have the one, and in order to get our very last chicken, we need to breed it with a gold chicken, and that gets us a netherite chicken. But while we were working on that, I decided to take a look at a few things, and I kind of want to see what these blast lanterns look like. Call for blaze powder, which we didn't have before. But with our new blaze chicken, we now have more than enough blaze rods to get that, and to start looking into these budding crystals that I found in that same chapter. They called for the crystal catalyst, which we can get one right now, actually, because I've got an amethyst. So let's take a look at how these lanterns look. Got plenty of brass. We can just get 4 of those. And we should have everything here to get the catalyst. And then if you put that in the middle, we should get budding amethyst. Now, I believe we can place this down. I don't trust picking it back up, but I've kind of marked out 12 spaces around this room for us to put these. And I guess we wait and see for that to grow. Probably should actually knock out the wall here so we get more growing spaces. But I'm just gonna wait and see how those do. Should definitely be interesting. But once we start getting more amethyst, we can get the rest of these, because we do not want to have to sit and wait for more amethyst to appear in the washing of gravel. Oh, hey, we've already got another white chicken. Nice. Now we just need to get that bread up so we get another one, and our whole chicken wall will be complete. First, okay, I kind of like those. Those are nice. Let's go get a couple of those hung up. I think we're just gonna dangle these from the ceiling, just like that. Oh, that is perfect. I think we'll definitely have them at different angles, or heights rather. And hopefully, with these in here, we can knock out the torches, because I'd rather not have to have torches around here, especially if we can just hang some lanterns and stuff. That is perfect. I absolutely love that. We might do something on the ceiling. Probably not, because we're not really going to be looking at it. But that turned out really nice. I love the brass accents through here. The lanterns just bring the whole thing together, adding in a bit of depth into the ceiling, and I love that. This is perfect. But with that done, I guess all we have left to do is wait for that chicken to grow. So, I'll be back once we finally have our chicken wall here complete. And there we go. We have the netherite chicken in, and we now have a full wall of chickens set up. Now I have gone and done a little more of the decoration, kind of getting the breeder set in. That way if we need more chickens for something, we can easily get them. And I think they blend in quite nicely. The spruce does look really nice with them. And over in our gem cave, we have all but 2 of them now. These things are really cool. I do like how they turned out, the diamond clusters there. But now we just need to figure out how we can harvest these. I've got some ideas, but I don't want to risk anything. I also don't know if they're just gonna break or not, but I do eventually want to get some of these just to decorate with in here. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get blocks like this that are of all of these, so we may get more of these eventually just for the decoration, which could look really nice. But for now, we have full set of chickens, which should go a long way, because we just jumped from a handful of diamonds to, well, having all the diamonds and netherite. So this should keep us occupied for a while. Now we are going to eventually need some more storage, because that is not going to be enough stuff. How many ingots is that? Should be 30 or something. 28. Okay. So I don't think 28 ingots is going to last us very long. Plus we also need to wait for them to refill. So we may run all of these into some sort of storage system, which we're going to have to anyway. What are options? Black hole tanks. Yeah, those might be an issue. So we'll probably run those into storage drawers or something, and eventually into a computer. I don't know which of these. Could be either. So that'll be fun eventually. But for now, we'll just deal with having all of our roosts in here, and we'll figure that out later. But again, for now, I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and consider subscribing if you want to see more of me fiddling around down here in this cave. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye!